Hey, welcome
Okay.
back to our
Oh,
podcast.
you can come in, it's all good.
Yeah,
Just doing a
Yeah,
podcast.
let's just do a podcast. Okay, welcome to the pilot episode of our podcast. Here with my co-host Tate Gregory.
Hey, everybody, I know.
And this week we're going to be talking about passion versus profit. Yeah.
Such a good topic. Really, really good.
Tate, if you'd like to get us started with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the world nowadays is just so skewed in their motivation for everything. You know, I'm guilty of it myself. Often when I have ideas, cheers.
Okay, right.
I find that they're always led in all this earn their profits.
Yeah.
You know, and it ranges from things like, oh, maybe one day I could be an actor. Or maybe I should post something on social media, you know, and become an influencer. All of it isn't because, or wasn't because I was necessarily passionate about it. It wasn't because I was going, I have something to say, and I believe I can make a difference. It was, I think this will make me money.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not sure if you have any similar stories or views about that.
Yeah, like, the main reason I came up with this topic is because I came to the personal realization is that, obviously, like everyone, I want to be successful like most people.
Oh, you can come in. It's all good. We're just doing a podcast.
Yeah, I was just doing a podcast.
What? Yeah,
Let's keep it down. Let's keep it down.
Okay.
Because you can come in. Yeah, we're just doing a
Guys,
podcast.
so I came to the realization that my passion was just to try and make money, but that's not really my real passion. It's like I feel like I'm trying to think the words here. Like I feel like that most people try to make money, or just try and make money just purely to make profit.
Guys, you
Instead
can
of
come
just
in.
you guys can come in.
Yeah, you can walk
Yeah,
come in.
in.
Don't get stage fright.
You guys, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, as you were saying.
It's like people.
Welcome
just,
to our viewers. Welcome to our viewers. Yeah.
No,
Make sure they can see the camera.
what?
Make sure they can see the
Justin.
camera. Yeah.
This will make a noise.
Don't have any.
They're filming a podcast.
Made an excuse
Okay,
to
yes.
touch ass. There, my guy.
Okay.
So, I feel like most people don't prioritize their passion. They just prioritize trying to make money,
Earning a profit.
like earning a profit of
And I
everything
think
they
the
do.
most evident place of that can be seen is on social media. You know, nowadays people post things because they look good, not because they're passionate about something. You know, it's not like they've read something or they had an interesting thought. And it's like capitalism. We're in a capitalist society where people think that everything needs monetary gain, right?
Literally.
Amen
Yeah.
to this viewer.
Thank you,
here.
viewer.
Literally.
Thank you.
Literally.
Thanks, guys.
That's
Bless
right.
you.
This is good stuff,
Bless you.
guys.
Thank you.
This is good
Thanks.
stuff. Wow.
Cheers.
Nice.
Right,
Yeah, so like I was saying, you know, and I'm guilty of it myself. I find myself in a photo, I'm like, damn, I look good, yeah. Let me post it. Maybe, you know, I can receive some
Yeah.
validation from it. And I think that's what everybody nowadays, or most people nowadays on social media have adopted this mindset of, I'm going to take a photo or find a photo of myself where I look good, post it, and hopefully receive some validation
Yeah.
where it shouldn't be like that. And that very idea, it leaks into everything in life.
I feel like like you were saying, like making profit can be a bit of a dynamic can have a dynamic interpretation, like making profit off validation from others, making profit off money. There could be countless examples. I just can't name all of them right now, but yeah.
And one thing that really comes to my mind with all of this is this latest movie, Obsession. I mean, have you watched it?
Yeah.
Like, what a good movie.
Incredible.
Eh? And I mean, the budget for it was something like $770,000.
$750,000. Cheap.
And it grossed like over 100 million. But that's not important because what I found really stood out was this director. You know, when he made it, when he most likely had the idea for it, it wasn't rooted in making this huge profit.
Yeah.
It was, I have an idea. I think I can make a positive impact in the film industry. Let me go for it. You know, I'm not worried about a big budget. I'm not worried about making money from it. I just want to do it and see what happens. And luckily for him, you know, he received fulfillment from it in recognition for his work, and it grossed. I mean, it's done so well.
Yeah.
And I think if more people, that's like people should look at this and go, wow, this is what happens when you follow your passion.
Yeah, like I think like a main problem in our society nowadays is people really want to prioritize making a profit, not making like a good quality item that they could be proud of. Like you can do, say, residential buildings, like they are grossly cheap because they're mainly concrete. They charge extremely high rents to maximize profit, and they'll charge you for every little thing. Say like printing, and then you got a little shop there, they make a profit off that, and then they've also got a little restaurant there that they'll make even more profit off. And then they're not really, and I don't feel like they're very passionate about making a good living environment for their residences. They're just more into making as much money as they possibly can.
Precisely. It's all about
Yeah.
making this profit. You know, I mean, these residential buildings you're speaking of, if instead of charging high rent, you know, and they just sacrifice a little bit of profit and they charge a lower rent and, you know, paid for some of these services in the buildings, you would find that they would, you know, the owners would at least go to bed at night feeling a bit fulfilled.
Yeah.
And I think that's ultimately so important is like, yeah, sure, you can be this big corporation making lots of money, but at the end of the day, like, are you happy with yourself and what your image is in society?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you. Would you mind taking us to floor 3? This grinding noise is probably disturbing our viewers.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you have any comments on that.
Like, yeah, I do agree with you. Like in mostly in today, you know, people are like, there's countless examples of like cheap cars, cheap this, just to make as much profit as they can, not because they're passionate about everything, but anything, but they're just more into making the profit. But like, what I want to ask you is like, why do you think so many people do this? What do you think is the main driving factor towards people's obsession with money, people's obsession with validation?
Yeah, and I mean, you gotta look at the root cause of all of it. You know, not just a symptom of this obsession. And you know, times have changed from like biblical days in a sense where there wasn't much materialism. Now there's a lot of materialism, and I think it came from one guy realizing that, oh, I can make a product that would earn me money. Not I can make a product that I think will benefit the world, but it will earn me money.
Yeah.
And he did that, and unfortunately or fortunately, he made a profit from it.
Yeah.
Other people saw this and that, oh, you can come on in, that's all good, don't stress.
Yeah.
Other people saw this and they figured, oh, let me do the same thing, you know. What can I do to make money? Not what am I passionate about? That went out the window. It's just, what can I do to make money? And I think that initial person or group of people that started that mindset, it just picked up from there, and then people realized like everything should be done just out of profit instead of passion. And in a different sense, you know, with this materialistic world, people also buy stuff to profit off of validation, post stuff to profit off of validation. None of it, very little of it nowadays is rooted in, you know, what you want. It's all about profit. The fancy cars, the social media posts.
Everything, yeah. And like, I do feel like people who do make a decent living are entitled, they are allowed to get materialistic things that they enjoy, say like a fast car. Like I try to read an example of a guy who buys a fast car just to post it everywhere, trying to get validation of like, oh yo, look, I'm better than you and you and you and you. Whereas the guy who bought the car after doing all his hard work in order to acquire the financial ability to buy the car, can go out on a weekend and enjoy his nice car, not because he's, say, greedy or just entirely encompassed in like just making as much money as he can or did this and that and that. He's just going out there and enjoying what his hard work has paid off to do.
And I'll be really interested to see inside the mind of these people that you're speaking of that have the money to buy these cars, because, you know, from my point of view, I'll understand you earn the money through hard work and you want to buy one nice car that you've always wanted. Sure, that's cool. You're fulfilling a passion you've had, you know, since you were a kid. But as soon as you have these rich individuals who are buying more and more cars, I'm sort of like what are you getting out of this? I understand the one car, but then the second car, like, is it really for you, or is it for what you think this creates an image of you for? You know, like, oh, if I buy this car, people will be like, this guy's got cash. But at the end of the day, like, was that purchase really for you? Could you have maybe spent it on you know, supporting a charity, you know? And that's pure fulfillment only for you, because nobody else sees that purchase. That's only you see that. Whereas buying the cars and the watches, whatever, everybody else sees that. So you sort of wonder if even if people say, no, I bought the cars because I'm passionate about cars, like cars. I think that's a very rare case. I believe there are some people.
Yeah, there are some people who are very passionate
about collecting cars.
Yeah, collecting cars,
and in that sense, you're collecting like a line of cars. But if you're just buying random flashy cars, then I struggle to believe it's for you.
Yeah, like if you just see like someone buy a weird, obscure car that no one's ever bought, just purely to add to their collection, so they can enjoy or embrace, you know, their collection of the things they really like, their cars. and then not necessarily like just show it to the world like, oh yeah, I'm so cool. I've got all these cars. It's worth 10 million rand. Or what this?
Yeah, exactly that. And I mean, let's go to the 7th floor to tie this all up. You know,
Yeah.
this is new heights.
Yeah.
And I think to bring all of this back to passion and profit would be to say that passion leads to performance. You won't
Yeah.
find that in doing anything for profit. If you do it out of passion, you'll receive the fulfillment you desire.
Yeah.
And in a sense, and I thought about this last night, you should follow your passion like you follow religion.
Yeah.
You shouldn't you shouldn't have an idea or want to do anything for the sake of making a profit. And in the same sense, you should do things out of passion, and you shouldn't care whether or not it's going to work out or not. You shouldn't think, oh, I'm passionate about this, but will it make me money? Just do it.
Yeah, like I can probably sum that up just to end the podcast off here. Like, find purpose with your passion. Try.
Usual words, pal. Usual
Yeah,
words.
sorry, I'm a bit lost here in space, but yeah. Try make a future from your passion. If
Not
that
profit.
fits, yeah.
Yeah. There's power.
Try
in
build a
passion.
future from your passion.
There's power in passion. There's pleasure in profit, but at the end of the day, what does it really lead to? No sense of fulfillment. You know, just.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for
Thank you,
such a
viewers.
beautiful podcast and the beautiful scenery.
Yep.
And
We'll see you all next week, and yeah, have a good one.
cheers.